أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين. سبحانك لا علم لنا إلا ما علمتنا إنك أنت العليم الحكيم. We give thanks to Almighty Allah. بإذن الله تعالى, this uh, class and probably will be on will we it should be known. It's going to be like a revision of what we've done in the past. That is the articulation points. But in this instance, in this case, we are going to be we are going to start from alif till ya, and we are going to explain the specific articulation points for each letter. Bismillah ta'ala. Every alphabet has its own specific articulation point, and that's what we will start now. It's going to be like it's going to serve as a revision, and it's going to serve as addition for what we've been explaining so far. Now we are going to start with the fourth alphabet, which is alif. Alif, uh, we should know that this alif, we have hamza and we have alif. These two are different alphabets. We have hamza, and at the same time we have alif. They are different. This is alif, while this is hamza. This on the screen, that's hamza. They are different, and there are ways where this is not the only way you can. The hamza is being written. There are other ways, and inshallah we are going to get there in the light. But these two things are different, and that is alif. The alif, I explained that alif comes from the empty space of the mouth, and it comes from the empty, yani, as it's in al jawf, how I've explained earlier, and that is ba ta. In this case, the preceding letter determines if it will be heavy or it will be light. For example, ma, 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 that's heavy. That's alif, it's heavy there. Or you say ba, 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 that's light. It comes from the empty space of the mouth, as I've explained earlier. And now we should move to ba. Ba, the alphabet ba, it is pronounced between the both between when both lips are brought together. Ba, ba, ba. That's that about that. It's as simple as that. Ba, 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 ba. Now we have ta. It's the top part, the top part of the tip of the tongue. It is pronounced its articulation point is the top part of the tip of the tongue when it hits the roof of the upper front incisors. When it hits the roof of the upper front incisors. Ta, 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 ta. The top part of the tongue, of the tip of the tongue, when it hits the roof of the upper front incisors. And I said something earlier the last time. I think this second or third time I'll be saying it. Ta is not from Huruf al-Hams, and that's one of the mistakes that people make when pronouncing that. They pronounce it as if they are pronouncing an alphabet which is among the Huruf al-Hams, and that's not correct. The Wizu, You hear a kind of whispering when they are pronouncing. Is it te, te, or te? No, it's not te. It's ta, 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 not te. That will be explained, inshallah. And the exception as well will be explained by the time we get to attributes. When we start explaining ruful harms and the likes, begin the light. And now we have fa, 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 fa. It is pronounced from the tip of the tongue and the edge of the upper incisors. Fa, fa. The tip of the tongue and the edge of the upper incisors. And one thing you should know when you are pronouncing fa, fa, the tip of the tongue should be outside. Pronouncing fa correctly requires the tip of your tongue to be outside. Fa, 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 fa. And now let's move to the gym. Now, gym, as it has been explained earlier, it is pronounced from the middle of the tongue and the mouth from inside. Gym, 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 gym. Not gym, not shim, not shin. As some people it's not shin. It's not shin. It's gym, 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 gym. From the middle of the tongue, and the mouth from, and we have ha. And what you should know about ha is that it's the first throat letter. So we have ha, which it comes from it comes from the ha. It's the first throat letter, and it has been explained that the throat is subdivided into three sections. We have the أقصى الحلق, وسط الحلق, and أدنى الحلق. And in this case of ha, it is pronounced from وسط الحلق, from وسط الحلق. That is the middle part of the ha, of the throat. When ha is correctly pronounced, you should note that if you are able to pronounce your ha correctly, how it should be pronounced, you are going to feel a kind of vibration at the middle of of your throat. You can try that by putting your hand at your at the middle of your throat and you pronounce ha, 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 ha. So that's it's going to you have to pronounce it sharply, and you're going to feel that there's a kind of vibration up and down at the middle of your throat when you get the pronunciation. By the time you put your finger to confirm that, so you say uh, 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 and it's different from her. It's completely different from her. It's completely different from her, her. There is her, we get that, and there is her. And now we have kha. The kha, it's the first. One thing you should know about kha is that it's the first heavy letter that we have in the as the alphabet as it's arranged in Arabic alphabet. The first heavy letter is the kha. The kha is the first heavy letter that we have as far as huruf al-hijahiyya is concerned. So and it is the its articulation point is the one closest to the mouth. That is the throat, the point, the top part of the throat. the top part of the throat, closest to the mouth. Kha, kha, kha. The top part of the throat, closest to the mouth. Closest to the mouth. And that's how you kha, 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 kha. And that's all about that. Then we have that. As far as that is concerned, it's from the tip of the tongue. When the top part of the tongue eats the gum, eats the root of the upper incisors. Dal, 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 dal. Maliki yawmiddin. Not the other way around. Maliki yawmiddin. If you should pronounce, that's dal as shadda. If you should pronounce it, you are going to notice that the tip of your tongue, that the top part of your tongue, eats the root of the upper incisors. The root of the upper incisors. And that's the, the, the. And after that, we have the. As far as the is concerned, the, the, the tip of the tongue. It is pronounced from the tip of the tongue when it eats when it eats the lower edge of the upper incisors. The, 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 the. And in this case as well, you should notice that your tongue, if you should get the pronunciation correctly, the tip of your tongue should be outside the tongue. So, and don't make the mistake of trying to pronounce the while the tip of your tongue is inside. That will be a wrong pronunciation. The, 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 the. And that's where we are going to stop for today. Bi-idhnillah ta'ala. We are going to take it from raw bi-idhnillah tomorrow. So I pray Allah makes this beneficial and will reward us all in both world and the hereafter, and accept us all as acts of ibadah. وصلى الله وسلم وبارك على نبينا محمد وعلى آله وأصحابه الأخيار وسلم تسليما كثيرا. السلام عليكم.